What is self-control? Self-control over basic desires is the essence of self-discipline. Doing tasks correctly and on time is a sign of someone who is disciplined. It entails being committed to keeping your words and staying loyal to oneself. It is a synonym of self-control, in other words. In this video, I'm going to discuss how to develop unbreakable self-discipline using 5 useful guidelines that you can start putting into practice as soon as this video is over. And they aren't just trite sayings or insignificant advice that you won't have any real influence on your life. Rather, if you follow these pointers, your life will be changed for the better. Therefore, I divided this video into 7 parts. You can find the timestamps for each section in the description and a pinned remark. This is simply a brief introduction to the first section, which discusses why self-discipline is crucial. The first recommendation in the second section on how to improve self-control is to eliminate temptations. Tip number 2. Not waiting for the appropriate mood is in the third section. The third tip, set attainable goals, is the fourth section. Tip number 4, consider the long term, is the fifth section. The fifth tip is to build a productive habit gradually, is the subject of the sixth section. And finally, the 21-90 rule is the last component. Before we get started though, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure alerts are tuned on so you never miss an upload from us. Let's start now. So why is self-control so crucial? No matter what your goals are, you must work to accomplish them. If you lack discipline, you are likely to put in little to no effort, instead choosing to postpone. If you want to be successful, you must be able to resist immediate gratification and transient temptations. Now, there is a significant distinction between discipline and self-discipline, and it has all to do with willpower. For instance, why do you believe working out alone is less beneficial for weight loss than working out with a personal trainer? Yes, this may correct some of the strategies you were doing incorrectly and teach you some new ones, but the most crucial elements are accountability and incentive. The experience of working out alone versus working out with a trainer is really different. Trainers instruct you on what to do, what you're doing incorrectly, how to do it right, and provide encouragement. Who is more disciplined between someone who is self-trained and someone who has a trainer? Of course, the person who does everything themselves, right? This is so that no one can instruct him on what to do or when to do it, while the other individual has a trainer who follows him wherever he goes. The only one holding him accountable is himself. Being self-disciplined entails turning up, doing the work, and keeping your commitments. It also refers to developing positive habits. Habitual behaviors are triggered spontaneously and are therefore likely to be sustained, making them crucial for behavior modification treatments. You might be able to admit that you lack discipline. You're in luck because this is a skill. It indicates that even if you start from scratch, you can learn it and master it. I'm going to demonstrate self-discipline in this video to help you achieve your goals more quickly and lead a healthy lifestyle. Let's get started with the 5 principles for developing self-control right away. First rule, get rid of temptations. Eliminating everything that is preventing you from doing as you should be acting is the first logical step. Because of this, our brains are designed to avoid any type of pain, suffering, or effort. So, given the choice between working and watching Netflix, we usually select the latter because it is quicker and more enjoyable. If you only have a job to accomplish, everything gets much simpler. In this situation, you could revoke your Netflix membership. This can be used for a number of situations, such as, are you inclined to check your Instagram feed right now? Remove Instagram completely. Okay, I realize that this may seem a little drastic. So here's another option you can have without removing all your social media apps and discarding your TV. Make it difficult to procrastinate. If you work from home and are only 3 feet away from your couch, it is quite simple to become sidetracked. Take a quick break and then waste the rest of the day munching on unnecessary snacks and watching pointless television. It sounds like you? However, if you're working from your neighborhood public library, it'll be much more difficult for you to do so because you are in a peaceful setting with little to no distraction, and you don't have your refrigerator or your couch nearby. As a result, it will be inconvenient if you have to travel all the way home in order to take one of those quick rests on the couch. Rule number 2. Don't wait for the right mood. Sincerely, have you ever put off doing something because you didn't feel like it? Everybody has. And I'll let you in on a little secret. You probably won't ever feel like it. And if you do, you will begin the work and then stop after 10 minutes because you will no longer be in the proper attitude. Our brains are not designed for productivity. As I have previously stated, it was made with instant enjoyment in mind. As a result, you shouldn't wait for the ideal time to act. Just do it. The 3-second rule is a proposal that will be useful to you. It is extremely easy. Whenever you find yourself not performing your duties, count to 3 before beginning. Don't overthink things. Don't be concerned. Just do it. Must you get up and study? You can do it in 1, 2, and 3. Do you need to get up from your bed? 1, 2, 3. Finished. Avoiding thought is crucial in this situation. Therefore, speak it quickly rather than slowly. Are you gaining new knowledge? Are you prepared to practice discipline in order to enhance your life? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We value them much. Rule number 3. Set realistic goals. Setting goals is another ability that helps speed up your work. When making goals, you must both be ambitious and reasonable. A well-known businessman is quoted saying, "If you know exactly the steps to attain your goal, then the goal is too tiny." According to studies on goal setting and task performance, difficult goals provide better results than simple ones. Do your best goals or no goals at all. Setting goals is most likely to increase work performance when the objectives are clear and suitably difficult. Therefore, even if you don't succeed, you will always be more productive. A good goal is one that you can actually achieve and isn't too tiny because if it is, you'll feel like you're wasting your potential. It ought to have a due date as well. You'll be more successful and efficient if you have a good deadline, especially if you hold yourself accountable. A friend of mine was producing a music video a few years ago. He had a really difficult time putting this idea together because it was so complicated. He edited the video as well as directed it. After working on it for a few weeks, he decided to challenge himself after seeing that he was making no progress at all. He told all of his fans that the day that the video will be completed and available is only in a matter of weeks. That required doing a lot of work in a hurry. After working late for a few weeks, he finally completed and released the music video on schedule. The lesson learned here is that you are more likely to complete a task when someone is holding you accountable. Think long-term according to rule number 4. The greatest way to forecast the future, according to Abraham Lincoln, is to make it. Successful people take action, which is what sets them apart from unsuccessful people. If they don't like something, they seek to improve rather than complaining about it. I therefore want you to consider the following issues. What are you doing right now to make your life better? How will your life be in the next 3, 5, and 10 years from now if you carry on as you do today? The easiest method to encourage yourself to accomplish what you're supposed to do, even when you're quote-unquote don't feel like it, is as soon as you realize that everything you do today will have a significant impact on the person you will be tomorrow. Rule number 5. Establish a productive routine gradually. You won't change overnight, so start small. When I started exercising seriously a few years ago, which included going to the gym and jogging, I at first detested it. It was challenging, taxing, and occasionally painful. After the first 3 days, I really wanted to give up, but something inside me compelled me to press on. My body was put under a lot of stress during the first month, but then strange things started to happen. I never thought I'd love working out and going to the gym, but I did. I eagerly anticipated it, and I also became aware that I was accomplishing far more throughout the course of my days. Big results take time to attain, but you can still get there by taking tiny, regular steps. Start by selecting the aspects of your routine you'd like to change to get started and improving it. You can compile a list of all your everyday activities and categorize them into positive, neutral, and negative activities if you like. Once you have your list, you may move forward and make your decision regarding how to alter your habits. The 21-90 principle. It follows that if you commit to doing something every day for long periods of time, then it'll unquestionably become a habit. If you continue doing anything for 90 days, it will become a habit and a regular part of your routine. Anything that alters your routine and makes your life better could qualify as that thing. The results of a 2009 study by Philippa Lally demonstrate that reality is more complicated. The outcomes were somewhat perplexing. What is the time frame then? Everything hinges on you. Ideally, it shouldn't take you more than 30 days, but there are a lot of variables. Always use your willpower to force yourself to accomplish things you don't want to do. Success is a journey, not an event, and you can only get there through perseverance and hard effort. Today's video has concluded. Give it a like if you learned something and share this video with 1 or 2 of your friends. Until then, thanks for watching.